Welcome to Real Roots Radio. My name is Peyton Burdett, here with Daniel and the Creekers at Sam Jam Bluegrass Festival. Now, a couple of months ago, the Creekers popped into our studio, picked a couple of songs, headed on their way. It wasn't that big of a deal until about a week or so later, things started to take off for them. So
this
Tanner,
became a very big deal.
Very big deal. Tanner, I'll start with you. What has kind of the past couple of months been like for y'all?
Insane. Words can't explain it. I mean, it was literally, went to bed one night and woke up the next morning and
Dazed and confused.
Yeah, dazed and confused. Johnny Lynn woke me up at like that morning. She said, "Y'all are blowing up." I said, "What are you talking about?" She said, "Go look." And I went and looked. I said, "Oh crap!" Oh, it's been about a blur ever since. It's happened so fast.
The video of you guys doing Tennessee at our studio exploding has led to a lot of other opportunities for the band, for you guys' business than just, oh, that was cool that a lot of people heard the song. Like, it keeps having ways and it just keeps having repercussions, doesn't it?
So that night, that day when they posted the video, and then that night, me and Ashton was at work. I think Shane sent it. Somebody sent it.
I was just scrolling on TikTok.
Ashton scrolling on TikTok. It's on his For You page. And I think it maybe started out like 50,000. Then it went to 100,000. And then by that morning at like 6 in the morning, it's 250,000. Like, it was crazy. And within 3 days, every major booking agency, record label in the world contacted us. And it's just been really humbling, I guess. And, it was really cool experience. Thank Real Roots Radio for having us. It would have never happened, maybe, if we hadn't been there. Tell us something, Ashton.
Yeah.
Hello, Thumper here. All since this happened, a lot of stuff has came to and whatnot, and there's a lot of things that we can't talk about, but we did sign with the booking agency WME, and me and Jagger did quit our job this past Tuesday, so praise the Lord. And yeah, so it's a big step, but we're here for it and ready to put the work in for it.
I'm just glad I don't have to shoe horses anymore, unless they're my own.
Now, you did get a new mule with all the big royalties coming in. You got 2 new mules. Why don't you tell us about them?
Oh,
There's a video of Jagger and Tanner.
Yeah, there's a video of me and Jagger riding. Well, he come over to get something and brought the girls with him and his wife, and we was gonna get her out and let the girls ride her. And Gus, my youngin', and Jagger got on her, and then somebody said, "Will she ride double?" I said, "I don't know. Let's find out." And I just jumped on her back and away we went.
What was that we said, Tanner? She's old, but she ain't too old to try.
Yeah, she's old, but she ain't too old to try it. She's 23, and you wouldn't know it.
So anyone who has been to a live Creeker show never knows where the fiddle player is going to end up. So I was like, Tanner, y'all got to train the mule up, because one day on the rider, it's going to say, Melba has all access. What they won't know is Melba is a mule that I'm going to ride down a catwalk while fiddle playing.
I like it.
So that is my long-term goal.
Let's wait till we get the big gray mule.
Now, if folks are wondering that who's this talented young lady sitting here with the Creekers, because she wasn't in the video, you couldn't get off work in time to make it to the radio studio, but man, she is such a fiery part of their show, and you're probably like, fiddle player? I didn't see no fiddle player in the video.
One of the biggest regrets of my life was not just saying screw it and leaving work and coming up to do the radio. I was trying.
Now, you are the newest member of the band, though. What, about a year now, right?
Yes, so I recorded on their first album, Pour Me in the Creek, and they never let me leave after that.
That's funny how that works out, right? Now, Scott, I think you've been getting a lot of the info about the social media secondhand, right?
Well, yeah, I don't do much in the TikToks and all that, but
He does have one now.
Yeah, I got one. My daughter does it for me, but we would talk about it, and they'd say, I'd hear them say 600,000 views, and I was like, is that like good or is that bad? They said, no, that's good, man. And then the next day is like double that, And I'm still waiting on my wife to shake me and say, hey, wake up, you're talking some dumb stuff about going on the Opry and what's wrong with you, But it's just hard to sink in, it really is. It really is.
Are they going to keep making you do the outfits of the day?
Yeah, they conned me into that too. I had to wear 2 different shoes so I could show them, with my different styles. And I don't know if you noticed the hair or not, but that wasn't really mine. That wasn't really mine. But whatever it takes, whatever it takes. Take one for the team.
What was the first show for y'all? Because obviously it's one thing to see like the numbers blowing up and like getting phone calls and whatnot. What was the first show that y'all had that it was really clear, like, wow, this audience knows the words to all of these songs?
Manchester Music Hall. What was that? A couple weeks ago?
No, man, it was Somerset.
Oh yeah, Master Musicians Festival in Somerset. There was nobody down in, because the second stage is down in like a hole, a big gully, is what it is. And the main stage is up on the hill behind. And when we, I think we got like 3 or 4 songs in, and it just like they swarmed down in that gully. I mean, starting out there might have been 400 people sitting there, and before it was over with, there was 1,200.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking, not
Maybe more. I might be undershooting it there a little bit. It might be more than that.
It wasn't even. It wasn't just Tennessee. It wasn't even just Tennessee. They were singing all of our songs. Yeah. And that was a fear of mine. I was like, okay, Tennessee is like this hot commodity, like 2 million streams. Are people listening to our other music too? But all the numbers have been growing. Maybe not to the extent of Tennessee, but people are finding our other music obviously because they're singing them at our shows. So that's really cool.
That was one thing that was cool seeing your guys' social media recently. So of course, for folks that aren't keeping up, last we looked, the TikTok video was over 2.2 million views, and the song Tennessee on Spotify is over 2 million views as well. But even you mentioned your Manchester Music Hall show. There was a TikTok that I think on your guys' page where they were going out and asking fans coming to the show what your favorite Creeker song was, and it wasn't just Tennessee. There was 6, 8, 10 different ones that people were mentioning. So it's been great to see, the rising tide lift all boats, if you will. The success of that song has just kind of risen everything for the band, including all your other songs in your back catalog. What's also amazing too is after the video went viral initially, it's had 2 or 3 different waves since then.
It had like a second wind after it got posted on Real Roots. Like, I think it went on for like 2 weeks on Real Roots Radio, and then it kind of died down. I think I remember our monthly listeners getting up to like 60,000, and I was like, oh my God, this is insane. And then it went for like a week or 2, and then just on TikTok I started seeing it more often, and then more and more often. And now I can't even get on TikTok without hearing the song. And I think I looked like yesterday, and we were at 417,000 monthly listeners, which is amazing. I mean, considering 6 months ago we might have had 20,000 monthly listeners. And yeah, so we're just sorry these golf carts are being real loud. But I can be louder. I can be louder. But no, I think we're all just grateful and appreciative of all that's happening. So,
one thing too, in addition to going viral, it's one thing to be viral, but it's another thing for the song to turn into a trend. Why don't you talk about the trend where people have been using the bits of the song on for their own videos?
The outfit of the day.
Okay, so this is really strange to me. Like, this song, when we wrote this song, man, it was a sad song. Like, you're on the road, you miss your family, you miss the people you love. Like, you listen to Tennessee, that's kind of what it's about. And the trend, I guess, has obviously gotten away from that. Like, it's all these girls, women, and I guess they just take it another way, which we're grateful of it. Thank you. It's awesome. But, like, that's kind of a little different from what that song was meant to be in the first place, It's however you want to take it, though, and that's the cool thing about music, I guess, is like, I might say one line and I take it this way, and Scott might take it a completely different way. So that's what makes it all unique, and everybody has different feelings about certain things.
Some guys may laugh at it, some guys may cry about it.
Oh yeah.
Now, I do have a serious question for y'all. How does it feel for y'all as proud Kentuckians to have your viral song be a song about Tennessee? Because I'm sure that conversation has come up.
I got something about that.
We're basically the new Osborne brothers.
I wouldn't say that.
Well, I mean, we're both from Leslie County and both.
But I will say this. It is very odd that, the Osborne brothers, and I am in no way, shape, or form comparing us to them, because they're the greatest in my eyes. But I live 400 yards up the creek from where they last lived in Leslie County before they left for Dayton, Ohio. And they had, obviously they had Rocky Top, years later, 1967 or whenever that was. And then I'm literally on the same creek, and then we all, all of us don't live there, but we're all there a lot, and that's it. Same, everybody's went crazy over this Tennessee song. And we even threw a little nod to them, at the end, that little Rocky, the little harmony thing there at the end. But we've all got tired of Tennessee. Not tired of the love, but somebody said we want to write a song about Kentucky. And me and Alan started a song about Kentucky in the same night and didn't know it. And then he sent me the one he was writing, because I hadn't started mine yet. And but he had, what it was, he sent me a verse to the one he was writing. He said, I need help with this. Well, I couldn't do no good with it, but I wound up writing another song that same night about Kentucky.
There you go.
Yeah, so, yeah, it's crazy. We're not tired of the love. I don't want nobody to take me wrong on that. We're not tired of the love of it. It's crazy. And it tickles me to death that, we can come up with something that many people love.
I told these guys that as long as they're a Creeker band, as long as that band is out performing 20 years from now or 10 years from now, you'll be doing that song. I mean, it's either that or they'll throw rocks at you. Lester Flatt said, when we done the Ballad of Jed Clampett, said we just got where we hated that song. And he said after the first couple million copies sold, we learned to love that damn song.
In the words of the late, great Waylon Jennings, don't ever record a song you don't see yourself singing for the rest of your life. They asked him what his song was that he hated singing for the rest of his life, and he said it was The World Surprise.
But it's a good thing.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's a great thing.
And that's what they want to hear. You got to do it just like tonight. Alan ain't with us to do it.
Yeah, Alan's not with us. He had his little deal this morning.
So hard that he gets that high. And then Jagger's going to poke him in the ribs.
Yeah, well, me and Jagger's going to try to pull it off. We had to change keys on it because I ain't got the vocal capacities that Alan has. We're going to try not to butcher it all to pieces. But I know we'll have to do it.
Hopefully we can give it justice.
Yeah, we'll try.
Me and Anna cover you up.
You'll have to.
We'll wrap up with this. Obviously, you guys can't share everything, but we've kind of talked about the past. Next couple of months, next year or so, anything going on in the world of the Creekers, y'all excited to share? Or
Any teasers for
any teasers for us?
Probably not. As of now.
No teasers.
As of now, no teasers yet. Just stay tuned, and there'll probably be some interesting stuff coming out really soon.
Tune in next week.
Tune in next week. Yep. Interesting stuff.
I'd like to say one thing I know we've not done, but we want to thank you two for sure, man. Because if it hadn't been for you guys, this wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't have happened.
And as bad as I hate to, and as bad as I hate to, we got to thank Sammy Carr.
Who's this Sammy guy?
That about makes me sick to say. I'm joking. No, Sammy's great, but yeah, he asked us to come up and do that, and we didn't know it was going to do that, but he asked us to, and we met you all. Yeah. So, thank you, Sammy Carr.
Well, hopefully the future includes another stop by the radio studio sometime soon. So it's fun getting this on-the-spot report here at Sam Jam 10.
And I'm not missing that one. Won't be missing that one.
You'd be the next Taylor Swift if you were there, but
She'd be getting married to a tight end. And
A desk is in there about waist high. I don't think you should get up on top of it.
Yeah.
We're here at Sam Jam Bluegrass Festival. From everyone here at Real Roots Radio and the Creekers, we'll do this again soon.